We're gonna wait a little bit longer until we have more people joining us. So good evening, welcome. So nice to see you all. Hi, welcome. Hello, beauty lovers. So we're here tonight with ICI Paris XL, and we want to treat you to some Halloween inspiration. My name is Jaime. I'm a beauty consultant and makeup artist in Ghent. I will be doing this in English because it's a little bit easier, and I'm here to inspire you to create a lovely Halloween look. And as you can see, I already did half of my face, so you can see what the direction is that we are going. And without further ado, I say let's just dive into it. So we're gonna go for a spooky, glamorous look. And in order for me to feel glamorous, I need a full face of makeup, I need lipstick, I need a lot of eyeshadow, and I need false lashes. So for the eyeshadow look, I'll be using two palettes tonight. I'll be using the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'll be using this Morphe palette, which is the 35O. And basically with these two palettes you can create any makeup look that you want. If you want to go for a spooky Pennywise look like I'm wearing right now, you can definitely do that, but you can also go for a pumpkin. The choice is yours. You have so many looks to choose from. So for the first step, I'll be dipping my eyeshadow brush in the red ochre, which is the shade right here. And then I'm gently going to put this on the outer corners of my eyes and gently blend it outwards, and then using the same brush and tilting my head a little bit upwards, I'll be tapping it into the crease as well. Now the reason why I'm using tapping motions is because you don't have as much fallout as you would have when you swipe the brush. And so it's really, really easy to create another look, even if you already did your foundation. So we're just gonna place that here. Then with the same brush, we're gonna dip into the burnt orange color. And we gently put that in the middle of the eye. And then with a clean blending brush, we blend everything together. And now, because the product is already on the eyelid, you don't have to worry about eyeshadow falling on your face. It doesn't do it like that. And it's also a really easy tip that you can use in your day-to-day life if you want to do a glamorous look before you go to work or anything. There we go. Now, I don't know about you, but in order for me to feel ultra glamorous, I love to use false lashes. And one of my favorite brands to do that is Queen Tarzi. Now, Queen Tarzi is a Dutch brand, which is founded a couple of years ago by Manija. And what's really nice about Manija is that she is partly Afghan. And she wanted to pay tribute to a lot of her Afghan heritage, and that's why she chose to take the name of a very empowering woman, Queen Soraya Taji, who ruled Afghanistan for a couple of years in the 19th century, I believe. And what I like about this story as well is the fact that Manija and her brand is also for empowering women, empowering other people. And it's something that's really close to my heart as well, because I believe that empowering people through beauty, through encouragement, everything is something that is really close to my heart as well. Let me see if I have my tweezers with me. I haven't. So, first things first, for the lashes, it's really important to trim them first to the size that you want. Then you apply the brush on lash glue. And what I do as well, in order to make the application a little bit easier, I use the lash glue both on my lashes as well as on my eyelid. So I'm just going to take my palette again so I have a mirror. And then I gently apply the eye glue like I would an eyeliner. There we go. And then I take my tweezers, which is really nice because they are rounded, so you, if you pick up your lashes, they're already nice and rounded and fit your eye shape better. And then the best thing that you can do is to look straight ahead of you, tilt your head back, and then gently push the eyelashes onto your eyelid. And because you already have put the glue on both your eyelashes as well as on your eyelids, it kind of creates a magnet-like effect, so they stick so much easier to it. So if anybody tells you that applying false lashes is difficult, no, it's not difficult, you just have to know how to do it. Just gonna push them like so. There we go. Now, to create this doll-like effect underneath the eyes, I'm gonna take the Intense Black Royal Mascara by Queen Tarzi. And this I'm gonna put underneath my eyes. And then with regular tweezers, I'm gonna tweeze the lashes together. So you really get these doll eyes. And the best way to do this is when the lashes are still a little bit wet, so that they stick together. There we go. Now, for lips, I'll be using the Givenchy Rouge Interdit Silk lipstick, which is the new concept by Givenchy. I really like using this one because it has extract of prickly pear inside of it, which will help you hydrate the lips as well as smooth them out. And also it has really nice silk powder extract in it, which will give you a semi-matte finish. Now, first things first, I'm just gonna apply my lip liner first, and I'm gonna do a subtle ombre look. So I'll be using the Rouge Noir lip liner by Chanel. And best way to do that is actually to start with the Cupid's bow. And then underneath as well. And then you connect it with the outer corner of the lips. And then I also color the corners a little bit to get that ombre effect. Okay. And then using the brush, I can fill out the lips with the lipstick. Okay. I also see that somebody asked me a question on how I remove the eyelash glue from the face. I always use a bi-face eye makeup remover, which is like you have the oily bit and then you have another bit and you have to shake them. So what I tend to do is I drench my cotton pad in the makeup remover, and then I lay it on my face for about 30 seconds so it can actually dissolve the adhesive, and then I gently wipe everything away. If there is still a little bit of glue left on the eyelashes, I repeat the process by using a cotton tip and then just gently remove all the remaining adhesive. I hope that has answered your question. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay. So with everything nicely blended, it's time to create the fake wound. And this is actually my favorite part of Halloween. I love getting creative with makeup, and I love to create the illusion of bruised skin, of wounds, without having to go to an SFX store. So I will show you how to create your own fake blood at home using only a few products. So what you will need first is your favorite red lipstick. Like I said, I love the Givenchy one. This is number 37. And number 37 is actually perfect because it's a very deep shade of red, and it is a warm shade of red. Because if we want to mimic blood, it's very important to take a warmer shade of red, because it's more lifelike than when you would take something that has a cooler undertone. So what we will do, I'm going to use a spatula, but if you don't have a spatula at home, you can use any knife or the back end of any spoon or what's it called? A fork. There we go. And I'm just going to scrape off a little bit. I will come closer to the camera so you can see how much I'm using. So basically, this is the amount that you will need for a small wound like this one. I'm just gonna put it on top of a jar lid, or if you have a little mixing palette, you can do that as well. What's also very important is to add a little bit of serum. I chose this one because of the fact that it has the texture of blood inside of it. It has like these little bubbles inside of it, so it's really easy to mimic like clumps of blood. And then to make sure that it stays in place and doesn't slide off the face, I also use a clear lip gloss. And this one is by Be Creative, which is the Silky Shea Lip Gloss in number 4. And then you just take a bit of the lip gloss and you mix everything together until you have the consistency that you want. And if you really want to speed up the process, I also tested it at home. You can also put the lipstick in a microwave first, the part of the lipstick that you scraped off, for about 5 to 10 seconds, so it's easier to blend. So the consistency should be something like this. We're going to put our concoction to the side for now, and we are going to focus on creating the wound. So as you can see, it kind of resembles the smile line of Pennywise. And in order to create that, we're going to take a red lip liner. This one is the Tawny Tulip by Clinique. And then we're going to draw this one first. I'm just going to put this one a little bit more down so you can see how I do it. And what's really easy is if you smile, you can see where your curve should be. And then we gently take that underneath the eye as well, and on top. We're gonna take our Rouge Noir again, and then on some parts we're gonna deepen the color in order to create the effect of death. And then we're going to take our lash glue again, and we're going to put our lash glue to the side of the line that we just drew. Now, in order to mimic the bruised skin, it's really important to dab the lash glue on top of it. So you get that, well, the illusion that the skin is really ripped open. And you can take your time with it. The best way to create a wound as realistic as possible is if you have enough time to apply it, like so. And then you just have to wait until the glue goes tacky, so it's not completely dry yet, and then you can put your foundation on top of it. And I will show you in a minute what that looks like. Now, while I'm waiting for this to dry, I think it's time for a little bit of more storytelling. So as I mentioned, I used the Givenchy Rouge Interdit silk lipstick. And what is really nice about the lipsticks by Givenchy is the fact that it's actually the smallest couture object that anyone can own. So the lipstick is actually modeled after one of the famous Givenchy handbags, which is the JV7 handbag. And, oh no, GV7, sorry. Thinking about the French one, but a GV7 handbag, and it has it actually mimics it with the leather and with the silver studs. So it's a really nice object to own in any collection. And obviously the pigmentation and the hydration and nourishment is absolutely phenomenal. It contains natural waxes and oils which will really improve the health of your lips. So I'm just gonna feel, yeah, that one is tacky enough. Okay, just gonna take my foundation. You can use any foundation that you like. I'm using the Huda Beauty right now because it's the one that I've been addicted to for the last few months. And then I'm just gonna take a concealer brush, and I'm gently going to put the foundation on the glue first, and with the concealer brush I can do that really precisely as well. Just gonna use gentle dapping motions. There we go. And then underneath the eyes, we're going to do this very delicately. And you can already see the transformation on how the wound looks. There we go. And then we're just doing the top as well. Okay. And now, in order to make this even more realistic, we're gonna use another lip liner, and this time I'm using the Rose Taffeta by Givenchy. And what we will do next is create a pink shadow just across the wounds that we just created. So literally next to it, you don't have to worry about the fact that the line is a little bit thicker, because we're going to blend this one anyway after we're done. There we go. And then we'll blending it using the same concealer brush that we just used. And like I did with the eyeshadow, I'm just going to use swiping motions. And this will create the illusion of the skin being very irritated as well. So the wound looks a lot more realistic, especially from afar. So if you want to scare some people with Halloween trick-or-treating, this one will definitely scare a lot of people. And what I always do to make this effect even scarier, I'm also gonna set the lip liner with some eyeshadow, and for that I'm using the red ochre shade again. I'm gently tapping my brush into it, and then using swiping motions, I'm going to blend this into the skin. And then I reapply the eyeshadow wherever it is needed. Like so. And then we top it off here as well. And then with a clear blending brush, we're gonna fade this one out. So from afar, it really looks like the skin is beaten, it's bruised, looks very painful. And you can all do that with just regular beauty makeup. Okay. Then I'm going to take my Morphe 35O palette, and then with another brush, I'm going to dip into the lightest color that you see right over here. I'm gently going to tap that, and I am going to apply that on certain places of the wound as well. So on the places where we put our foundation first, in order to create some highlight effects. Very gentle. Basically, whenever it comes to makeup, if you want something to be more pronounced, you add light to it. If you want something to be pushed back, you add a darker shade to it. And that's all that we're doing here as well, to create this fake wound. But it's also something that we use with glamorous eye makeup looks as well. If we want something to be more, pushed forward, we'll use lighter colors. If we want something to be pushed back, we use darker colors. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little bit of red to, yeah, that's much better. And then blend it. And now we're going to take our concoction again, and we're going to add the blood into the wound. So what you'll do, you'll take any sharp object that you have, or a tweezer, and then we're gonna push this into the wound. And you can already see what transformation it is. It looks more realistic, and it's done really, really fast. It's super, super easy as well. which is why I love to use techniques like these. Now, another thing that I really would like to mention as well is because of Halloween, we have a very nice promotion right now at ICI Paris Excel. So with both Morphe and Lancome, we have a promotion that if you buy 2 products, you will receive 30% reduction. And if you're a beauty lover and makeup lover like I am, you're just gonna jump to the website straight after and fill your basket with any of the makeup products that you would like to have. Now, I'm just gonna blend this a little bit more. And then I think I'm done. I went a little bit overboard with this one, but that's okay. With Halloween, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. You just do whatever feels good for you. That's the beauty about makeup, that's the beauty about everything, is that there is no limits that you can set on your creativity and on your imaginations other than the ones that you set yourself. So I don't know if there are any other questions right now that you would like to ask, because I'm all here for you to help you. Not right now. Okay, if there aren't any other questions, I think we will stop. If you do think of any other questions that you would like to have answered, you can also always send us a direct message. We'll be more than happy to help you. And yeah, I would love to see all your Halloween creations. So be sure to send them as well. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye.